Hey, what's up? It's Tim from the NBAA here. We are coming up on our first Enduro for the Fall 2024 series. It's going to kick off at Sunrise Ski Resort here on September 24th. If it's your first time racing Sunrise or racing with us, thanks for joining us. We got a few details about the weekend, and it's going to be a really nice weekend up there. We've moved the date up a little bit this year, so great weather, and the trails are running really good. So you can pull out your map. I got the link to the map below, and we'll run through the course as well as a couple other details for the weekend. I want to give a big shout out to Sunrise and specifically Brian Zonker for really kind of spearheading this whole trail revitalization at Sunrise. You know, this summer they had the BME, NAU has had their second Sunrise Scramble race as of last weekend. They put that on. You got the dual slalom course. So there's all kinds of good stuff happening at Sunrise, and Brian has really been the driving force. So big thanks to Brian. Big thanks to Pivot Cycles. They have been our title sponsor for the Enduro series from the beginning. I think this is now our 7th year, excluding the test run we did in Prescott. So big thanks to them for helping support this, and big thanks to you, the riders, because when you guys come out and race with us, those race entries, or when you buy t-shirts, or if you purchase a membership, all that money, you know, after we pay for our operations to put on the race, that money gets given back out to local trail organizations to build trails and maintain trails. You know, if you ride at Hawes or Cave Creek or Tucson, there's lots of great organizations that have used dollars from the NBAA to do amazing things on their trails. So by racing with us, you're basically helping give back to the trails. So this weekend's Enduro, we've got 4 stages for you. There are new trails. The stages will obviously be marked off, but if you want to ride the other trails at Sunrise, you're more than welcome to on Friday and Saturday. I'll be up there tomorrow morning with doing the final course markings. There's a lot of stuff that we've got already marked, but if you're up there first thing in the morning, you'll probably see me out there, and some of the trails won't be fully marked until about noon. The trails will be open all weekend, 9 to 4, the lifts Friday, Saturday, and then on Sunday will obviously be the race day. You can get your lift ticket inside the lodge at Sunrise, and you can do a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday lift combination. And then camping again at the base in the parking lot is just $30 for the whole weekend, and you can pay for that in the lodge as well. Let's run through these stages and then a couple of new things for this year. So stage 1, if you pull out your map, we're going to go take the chairlift all the way to the top. And this year, after I run through the stages, we have check-in times at the base. So each category will come to the base, to the NBAA tent at a specific time, check in, we'll just make sure that you're here, and then we can send you up. That way, that should help alleviate some of the lines throughout the day for the different stages. So stage 1, you're going to jump on the chairlift, head up to the top, and go straight off the chairlift past Sticks and Stones. That will be the transfer to the first stage, which is Raw 1. This is one of the new trails. There's Raw 1, there's Raw 2, and then Raw 3 is currently in the works. So 3 new trails over on Apache Peak. So that transfer will take you over to stage 1. You will head all the way down Raw 1 and then transfer from the bottom of stage 1 over to Midway, which is stage 2. And stage 2 will start the same as last year in the same location, and then you're going to turn off onto a new trail, East Ridge, which is another super cool trail that was just cut in, and then you kind of work your way back over to Aspen Alley and finish on the kind of the rock slab that is a fun spot for lots of spectators to watch down by the base. So once you get done with stages 1 and 2, then you will jump back on the chairlift, head back to the top for stage 3, which is Sticks and Stones down to World Cup. So again, another little variation from the ways we've run it in the past. You'll start out on Sticks and Stones, and then you'll end on World Cup kind of back down at Mid-Mountain. And then you'll take the service road and transfer by pedaling up the service road, a couple of switchbacks, and you'll make your way to Fungus, which will be stage 4. And when you'll come down Fungus, and then you'll kind of hit the service road. You'll go past Lower Fungus this year and jump on Children's Trail, the project, and then you'll finish again right at the base. So a couple of more options we now have to do top to bottom runs, some longer stages, and some really decent transfers too. You know, the transfers are all on the service roads, so nothing super taxing, but you know, we are up at 10,000 feet, so the elevation definitely comes into play. When you're transferring from stage 1 over to stage 2, there's one spot where you're going to cross the trail. You'll cross the last stage, stage 4. Now, for most of you, you'll be crossing that point well before riders are coming down stage 4. But when you're on that transfer from 1 to 2, just keep your head up. We'll have marked and you know, a zone to cross the trail, but just keep your head up for other riders coming down. Beginner riders and 10 to 12, youth 10 to 12. You guys will be doing stages 1 and stages 4. So everybody's going to run the stages in this order, 1, 2, 3, 4. Beginners, you will run stage 1, and then at the bottom of stage 1, you'll see the red dotted line on the map. You'll head back to the base, jump on the chairlift again, and then go back to the top, and then hit stage 4. So for stage 4, you just get off the chair, go to the right, and they'll take you right to Fungus. So everyone's going to go off in 30-second increments. We will have registration open on Saturday, 3 to 4 in the afternoon if you want to pick up your number plate. Otherwise, Sunday morning, 7:15 to 8:15, and then the race will start at 8:30. You can register up until 8:15 on race day. If you just go on your phone or computer, just do it online, and then you can come pick up your race number. Check-in times. So this is a little bit new for this year, but this should help the flow of the day and make sure that, you know, if you've registered but you don't check in and you didn't email us or let us know, we know that, okay, you know, John Smith was registered but didn't sign up, but didn't show up, so we're not looking for you after the day is done. So check-in times, we got a new category, e-bike. We're going to start you guys first thing at 8:30, and then at 8:35, expert men. 8:45 are 17 to 20, U21. 8:55 are Groms, 13, 14 boys, and 15, 16 boys. And then at 9:05, we're going to start all women. So this is something we've done, I think, since the beginning. Kind of grouped all the ladies together. If you're a beginner woman and you want to start with all the rest of the women, that's fine. Just make sure that you know you're only doing stages 1 and 4. So if you want to ride with the other ladies on the first stage and then come back to the bottom and go up for your second stage, which is stage 4, that's totally fine. Otherwise, we have our beginners going last on the list. So all the ladies will be at 9:05. Doesn't matter what category you're in. You can all ride together. Amateur men will be 9:15, and then our masters men, 40 to 49 and 50 plus, you guys will go at 9:45. So you have a little bit of a later start. And then our beginners and our 10 to 12, you guys will be at 10 o'clock. So we're not going to do an in-person riders meeting this year. So if you're camped out, if you're hanging out in town, you can just show up to the base, come to the MBAA tent, which will kind of be near the chairlift, and give us your name, at the time to check in, and then you can head up. There are new roll-on trays this year at the resort, so we can fit 3 bikes, and then you'll just get on the next chair. So if you're at Winter Park or Whistler, you're familiar with the roll-on trays, and that helps speed up the lift as well. So we'll do our awards hopefully at 3 o'clock. And if you have other questions, you can either shoot us an email or drop a comment below, and we'll keep our eye on those. I think that's everything I have for you. It should be a really fun weekend. We got highs in the 60s, so great weather. No snow this year, and no rain in the forecast. So looking forward to a really fun weekend. Thanks everyone for supporting the MBAA. I know there's been, especially for Sunrise, there's been some tough years, and it's really cool to see us kind of coming out on the other side. especially getting a national level BME here this summer with the new trails that have been built, and just kind of all of you guys kind of sticking it out and coming back to race the Sunrise Enduro every year. So thanks, and we'll see you this weekend.